Well, before I had the procedure done, I felt I was looking worse and worse. And I mostly tried to ignore it. I tried to rise above it. I thought I was a better person. I thought, you know, maybe I shouldn't be so vain. But what would happen is, you know, I'd be dressed up and out for the evening and having a really nice time. And then I would catch a glimpse of myself in a mirror. And that's when you really know how you look. When you're not expecting, when you're not like primping in front of the mirror, you just sort of catch a glimpse of yourself in a mirror as you walk by. But I would see my neck, and I would just be mortified, and it would kind of like ruin the whole evening for me. And then, you know, and then I had it done, and I'm kind of astonished at how good it looks. And now I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and it's like, wow, is that really me? It's just kind of amazing, and I feel better. I look in the mirror, you know, I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror when I'm out, and it makes me like happy. It doesn't put like a damper on the whole evening. Probably seriously for about a year before I had it done. Yeah, you know, as I started to get older, I seem to have crossed a line, you know, age-wise. It seemed to have been like my neck was getting slightly worse, and there seemed to have been a moment where it suddenly got considerably worse. So I would say that I thought about it for about a year, because I did have several consultations with different doctors, because I wanted to make sure I was having the right thing. I mean, it's the only neck that I have. I was afraid of having something done that was terrible. I wanted to make sure, because I've certainly seen all those horrible plastic surgery pictures that are out there, and I didn't want to be one of those people. So I thought about it for a long time before I did it. For one thing, it seemed to me from the way it was described to me that it was something that I was going to have good results from. It was an amount of money that I felt comfortable spending, because it was not nearly as much money as a full surgical lift. It was a lot less time, and it was a lot less invasive. And the idea of somebody cutting into my neck is kind of frightening to me. And as this was much less invasive, it was much less frightening. The results from this are better than really, honestly, it's better than I thought it would be. My biggest fear was that I would, you know, agonize over whether or not I was going to do it. You know, I was going to have it done, and while it wasn't torture, I still was going to, you know, put myself through. Most of the torture was my own personal, you know,